How do you do? This is Steven with another Footage Friday update, and today I'm visiting Basecamp Too, which is at, as you might guess, Basecamp at Wheaton Labs. I wanted to share with you my mixed results with what's going on. So there is a tree over here. This is a little apple tree that's currently growing just to the side of the big rock. A highlight down here, another highlight would be my Nasturtium have poked up. So I have some Nasturtium that are coming in down here on this end, and they actually are doing pretty well in a couple different places. I'll show you where they are. I have a couple plants that have sort of volunteered here. We have some onions down here at the bottom, gigantic mullein down here at the bottom, more onions. Here is a potato plant, and again, I can't recall if I was the person who planted that, but it's growing anyway. Right next to that's a rhubarb. Over here, I experimented with a tiny little section for watermelon. I haven't seen much action at all out of this. Now this side of the hugels is really dry, and then it receives almost constant wind. So until the hugel becomes older and has a little more maturity behind it, and that constantly moist center, the subsurface is wet all the time, probably going to have some difficulties with it. Again, Nasturtium are doing pretty well. I have some here, so the ones down by Big Rock are in full sun pretty much. Now this one's partial shade. It's underneath this big bush here. Still looking pretty good. An area that could use some improvement, however, is where the corn has been planted. I have a couple bits of corn showing up here and there, but you really need those to grow in a group, not by themselves, or they're not going to thrive very well, or not even produce or pollinate. So they might grow, and if they have anything come out of them, I will be surprised. Same thing here with the Marigolds. They are not showing their face as of yet, so can't really say that they were a good pick. Look at this big volunteer pea that is here. It was waiting for the corn to show up, and well, I have a couple corn plants, but again, like right here is a corn, I believe. And then I have another. I basically counted 2 corn plants, and that's just really not enough to have any kind of productivity whatsoever. Over here, next to my neighbor Corey's plot, he has this is a nectarine tree that I took care of before he arrived, and now he's taken over for that one. That's looking really healthy. It took very well. I had a little basic dry stack wall set up behind it to preserve some of that moisture. It seems to be doing okay. Another volunteer onion. You see a couple of these around here. And this whole area, I think, is just going to be about building soil. It really is. It's almost like a vertical wall. And again, look at that. I'm still struggling to get the mulch to stay put in some places. That's one of them. It's almost like a vertical face. Let's see. Over here is another gigantic mullein. That's pretty nice because we are now at the top of the hugel, and we are pulling up all sorts of nutrients up to the surface, so that I can't recall what this little guy is, but it is growing. I can't exactly remember what it is, but and then I have another plant down here. I have to check my diagrams, but that's definitely not some kind of weed. That's a little sprout of something that I really wanted there. And over here in the corner is the cat napping spot, so the cats will still have their space, and I'm still able to grow a few things. Look at that gigantic mullein. It's looking really healthy. Probably next year it's going to have that gigantic stalk coming out of the top of it, and then I'll be able to use that to propagate for more of those mullein. That's it for today's update. Or this week's update. I will have more for you later. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy your day. If you like this sort of thing, why not come out to the forums at permies.com, where we talk about garden challenges, homesteading, and permaculture all the time.